Pelajaran nomor 64. Saudara pendengar, hari ini kita akan berlatih lagi menceritakan kembali apa yang telah dikatakan oleh seseorang. Jane, Iwan, dan Margaret, Ibu Jane, sedang di kamar duduk ketika telepon berbunyi. Rupanya, ada orang yang ingin berbicara dengan Iwan.
Hello? Yes? Certainly. Iwan, someone wants to talk to you on the phone.
To me?
Yes. It's someone from a newspaper, I think.
What? Hello? Iwan. Yes, that's me. I see. Oh, I see. Yes. Yes. Just a moment, please, Miss Ellis. She wants to interview me. She wants to meet me later today.
Well, you haven't got any lectures this afternoon. You've got some free time, haven't you?
Yes, and she wants to know about my course and my impressions of Australia and so on.
Wartawan tadi mengajukan pertanyaan kepada Iwan karena ia ingin mengetahui tentang Iwan. Coba dengarkan pertanyaannya. Sesudah ia bertanya, Margaret akan menyampaikan kepada kita apa yang ingin diketahui oleh wartawan itu. Ungkapan yang berarti ia ingin tahu ialah
She wants to know. She wants to know.
How long has he been in Australia?
She wants to know how long he has been in Australia.
Kalau kita menyampaikan kembali suatu pertanyaan dengan cara seperti tadi, maka kalimatnya dapat disebut pertanyaan tidak langsung. Dalam bahasa Inggris, indirect question. Coba ucapkan contoh berikut bagian demi bagian. Siap, saudara-saudara?
She wants to know when he'll come home.
Sekarang coba ulangi kalimat seluruhnya.
She wants to know when he'll come home.
Coba ucapkan lagi sesudah Margaret.
She wants to know when he'll come home.
Saudara pendengar, berikut ini beberapa latihan lagi. Saudara akan mendengar pertanyaan, kemudian Margaret akan mengucapkan bentuknya yang tidak langsung. Ulangilah apa yang dikatakan Margaret. Siap, saudara-saudara?
Where is Iwan?
She wants to know where Iwan is.
When can he come?
She wants to know when he can come.
Baiklah. Saudara pendengar, ada juga beberapa jenis pertanyaan lain, bukan? Coba dengarkan dulu pertanyaan langsungnya.
Does he like Australia? Does he work hard? Does he feel cold in winter? Does he enjoy Australian food? Does he miss his family? Does he write a lot of letters?
Kalau kita menyampaikan kembali pertanyaan-pertanyaan tadi, kita pakai kata if.
If. If.
Does he like Australia?
She wants to know if he likes Australia. She wants to know if he likes Australia. She wants to know if he likes Australia.
Berikut ini beberapa pertanyaan lain. Margaret akan mengubahnya menjadi indirect questions. Ulangilah apa yang dikatakan Margaret.
Has he got a lot of friends here?
She wants to know if he's got a lot of friends here.
Will he finish his course this year?
She wants to know if he'll finish his course this year.
Has he been here long?
She wants to know if he's been here long.
Apakah saudara masih ingat bagaimana kita mengubah bentuk kata kerja untuk mengatakan kembali kalimat berita seperti dalam salah satu pelajaran yang lalu? Coba dengarkan.
Jane is at home.
He said Jane was at home.
They live in Brisbane.
He said they lived in Brisbane.
Kalimat tadi menyatakan kembali apa yang telah diucapkan oleh seseorang sebelumnya. Nah, berikut ini sebuah kalimat lagi yang menyampaikan apa yang telah dikatakan oleh seseorang. Kalimat ini mengandung kata asked.
He asked if Iwan was at home. He asked if Iwan was at home.
Contoh tadi adalah pertanyaan yang diceritakan kembali. Jadi, merupakan pertanyaan tidak langsung. Coba dengarkan contoh-contoh berikut. Yang pertama adalah ucapan atau kalimat berita tidak langsung. Kemudian, pertanyaan tidak langsung.
He said Jane was at home. He asked if Iwan was at home.
Artinya, dia bertanya apakah Iwan ada di rumah. Untuk kalimat berita,
She said Jane was at home.
untuk pertanyaan,
He asked if Iwan was at home.
coba ucapkan pertanyaan tidak langsung tadi bagian demi bagian.
He asked if.
Sekarang, ucapkanlah kalimat seluruhnya.
He asked if Iwan was at home.
Bagus. Dan demikianlah cara kita menyampaikan kembali pertanyaan.
Is Iwan at home?
He asked if Iwan was at home.
Apakah saudara perhatikan bahwa lagu kedua pertanyaan tadi juga berbeda? Pertanyaan langsung,
Is Iwan at home?
suaranya naik menjelang akhir.
Is Iwan at home?
Kalau diceritakan kembali,
He asked if Iwan was at home.
suaranya menurun.
He asked if Iwan was at home.
Nah, sekarang mari kita berlatih. Saudara akan mendengar suatu pertanyaan, dan saudara hendaknya menceritakannya kembali. Jawaban saudara harus mulai dengan ungkapan He asked if. Coba ucapkan sesudah Margaret.
He asked if.
Bagus. Sekarang coba sampaikan kembali pertanyaan berikut.
Is Don at home?
Coba dengarkan dan ulangilah.
He asked if Don was at home.
Nah, berikut ini beberapa latihan lagi. Ubahlah pertanyaan yang akan saudara dengar dengan cara seperti tadi. Dan ulangilah jawaban yang betul sesudah Margaret.
Is Jane at home?
He asked if Jane was at home.
Is she in the kitchen?
He asked if she was in the kitchen.
Saudara pendengar, kata if juga dapat diganti dengan kata whether.
Whether. He asked whether they were in the garden.
Kedua kata tadi artinya sama. Tetapi kata whether barangkali lebih jarang dipakai daripada kata if. Coba ucapkan kalimat berikut bagian demi bagian.
whether. He asked whether they were in the garden.
Sekarang, coba ucapkan kalimat seluruhnya.
He asked whether they were in the garden.
Bagus. Saudara pendengar, apakah saudara masih ingat bagaimana kita memakai kata-kata can dan will? Saat ini, Margaret sedang mencoba membuka sebotol selai.
Oh, Jane, will you help me?
Sure. What's the matter?
I can't open this jar. Can you open it?
Oh, I can't open it. Dad, will you try?
Let's see. There you are.
Can we have some?
You can have some at lunchtime.
Kita mendengar pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang mengandung can dan will. Masih ingatkah saudara bahwa kata-kata ini berubah kalau diceritakan kembali? Coba dengarkan pertanyaan-pertanyaannya.
Will you help me? Can you open it?
Will you try? Can we have some?
Dan inilah cara kita menceritakannya kembali.
Will you help me?
She asked if he would help her.
Can you open it?
She asked if he could open it.
Will you try?
She asked if he would try.
Can we have some?
She asked if they could have some.
Jadi perubahannya ialah
Can, could, will, would.
coba ucapkan beberapa contoh. Siap, saudara-saudara?
She asked if he would try. She asked if they could have some. She asked if he could open it.
Saudara pendengar, Mr. Scott tertarik pada wartawan yang sedang mewawancarai Iwan.
When will Iwan be back?
About 5 o'clock, I suppose.
Does Iwan know this reporter?
No, he doesn't.
What's her name?
I don't remember. Jane, do you know?
Ellis, I think. Yes, he called her Miss Ellis.
Does she work in Sydney?
Yes, she works for a newspaper here.
Oh, yes. Does she want to write a story about Iwan?
Well, yes. She wants to know his impressions of Australia.
I see.
Now, do you feel hungry?
Yes, I do.
What about you, Jane? Do you want something to eat? Do you want some sandwiches?
Yes, please. And, what about that jam?
Kita mendengar beberapa pertanyaan dengan kata-kata do dan does.
Does Iwan know the reporter? Does she work in Sydney? Does she want to write a story? Do you know her name?
Do you feel hungry? Do you want some sandwiches?
Nah, untuk menyampaikan kembali pertanyaan-pertanyaan tadi sesudah percakapan selesai.
Does Iwan know the reporter?
He asked if Iwan knew the reporter.
Does she work in Sydney?
He asked if she worked in Sydney. Do you want some sandwiches?
She asked if she wanted some sandwiches.
Kalau kita mengubah pertanyaan-pertanyaan tadi menjadi tidak langsung, maka pertanyaan itu kita jadikan kalimat berita. Jadi, kata-kata do dan does tidak diperlukan lagi. Coba dengarkan.
Does Iwan know the reporter?
Dan kalau dijadikan pertanyaan tidak langsung, akan berbunyi,
He asked if Iwan knew her.
untuk menunjukkan bahwa suatu pertanyaan bersifat tidak langsung, kita pakai ungkapan
He asked if.
Kemudian, bentuk kata kerja dalam pertanyaan itu kita ubah.
Iwan knew her.
Coba ucapkan contoh berikut, bagian demi bagian. Siap, saudara-saudara?
He asked if Iwan knew her.
Sekarang, coba ulangi kalimat seluruhnya.
He asked if Iwan knew her.
Bagus. Coba saudara ubah contoh berikut menjadi pertanyaan tidak langsung.
Does she live in Sydney?
Coba dengarkan dan ulangilah.
He asked if she lived in Sydney.
Bagus. Sekarang coba saudara ubah pertanyaan-pertanyaan berikut menjadi tidak langsung. Dan ulangilah jawaban yang betul sesudah Jane. Siap, saudara-saudara?
Does Iwan know her?
He asked if Iwan knew her.
Does she want to write a story?
He asked if she wanted to write a story.
Do you know her name?
She asked if he knew her name.
Do you want some sandwiches?
She asked if she wanted some sandwiches.
Saudara pendengar, sekarang mari kita dengarkan wawancara antara Iwan dan wartawan Miss Alice. Miss Alice ingin menulis tentang Iwan, karena di Australia terdapat banyak orang yang tertarik pada Indonesia. Banyak orang Australia mengunjungi Indonesia sebagai wisatawan.
Iwan, I want to write a story about you and your impressions of Australia.
Oh, I see.
A lot of people in Australia are interested in Indonesia, and of course many people travel to Indonesia as tourists.
Yes, I know. Have you been to Indonesia?
Yes, I have.
When did you go?
Last year in May, for my holidays.
Where did you go in Indonesia?
I went to Bali and Java.
And where did you go in Java?
I went to Jakarta, then Bandung, then Yogyakarta and Solo, then Semarang and Surabaya.
Well, you've seen a lot of places in Indonesia.
Yes. Where do your family live, Iwan?
They live near Jakarta.
I see. How many people are there in your family?
There are 6 people. My brother and sisters, and my father and mother and me.
How long have you been in Australia?
Nearly 3 years.
When will you go home?
I'll go home at the end of my course.
When will you finish your course?
At the end of next year.
It's a long time, isn't it?
Oh, yes. But they write to me.
How often do they write to you?
About once a week.
And how often do you write to them?
About once a fortnight. Once every 2 weeks.
Saudara pendengar, beberapa dari pertanyaan tadi mulai dengan kata when, where, how often, how many. Mari kita berlatih menyampaikan kembali pertanyaan-pertanyaan seperti itu. Coba dengarkan.
Where do they live?
She asked where they lived.
When will you go home?
She asked when he'd go home.
How many people are there in your family?
She asked how many people there were in his family.
Dalam pertanyaan-pertanyaan tidak langsung tadi, baik kata kerjanya maupun susunan katanya diubah seperti pada pertanyaan tidak langsung lainnya.
Where do they live?
She asked where they lived.
Tetapi kata if kita ganti dengan kata tanya yang dipakai dalam pertanyaan langsung. Dalam contoh tadi, where.
She asked where they lived. She asked where they lived.
Coba ucapkan sesudah Jane.
She asked where they lived.
Nah, sekarang mari kita berlatih. Ubahlah setiap pertanyaan yang saudara dengar menjadi tidak langsung, kemudian ulangilah kalimat yang betul sesudah Jane. Siap, saudara-saudara?
Where do they live?
She asked where they lived.
When will you finish?
She asked when he'd finish.
How many people are there in your family?
She asked how many people there were in his family.
Kalimat tadi cukup panjang, bukan? Coba ucapkan lagi bagian demi bagian sesudah Jane.
She asked how many people.
Sekarang coba ulangi kalimat seluruhnya.
She asked how many people there were in his family.
Baiklah. Akhirnya beberapa pertanyaan yang kata kerjanya dalam bentuk lampau dan harus diubah sebagai berikut. Coba dengarkan.
Where did she go?
He asked where she'd gone.
Apakah saudara masih ingat perubahan seperti tadi dalam reported speech untuk menjelaskan apa yang telah dilakukan sebelumnya?
Did you go? You had gone.
Coba dengarkan beberapa contoh lagi.
When did you go?
He asked when she'd gone.
Why did you go?
He asked why she'd gone.
How did you go?
He asked how she'd gone.
Nah, sekarang saudara akan mendengar pertanyaan disusul oleh bentuknya yang tidak langsung. Coba saudara ulangi pertanyaan tidak langsungnya saja. Siap, saudara-saudara?
When did you go?
He asked when she'd gone.
Why did you go?
He asked why she'd gone.
Where did you go?
He asked where she'd gone.
How did you go?
He asked how she'd gone.
Dan dia pergi naik apa? Mari kita dengarkan.
How did you go to Indonesia?
Well, I went by plane to Bali, and then from there to Jakarta. Then I travelled by train and by bus in Java.
Did you like Indonesia?
Oh, yes, it was marvellous. But Iwan, you have asked me a lot of questions. I want to ask you some questions. Now, what do you think about Australia? What are your impressions?
Saudara pendengar, wawancara Iwan dan Miss Alice telah selesai. Dan Iwan sudah berada kembali di rumah keluarga Scott.
Well, Iwan, tell us about the interview with the reporter.
Yes, what happened?
Well, she asked a lot of questions.
What did she ask, Iwan?
She asked where I lived and why I'd come to Australia. She asked me about my family and what my father did, and lots of things. And she said she's going to write a story in the newspaper about me.
Really? Iwan, you'll be famous.
Was she nice, Iwan?
Oh, yes. Very attractive.
Did she know much about Indonesia?
Yes, she's been to Indonesia, so I asked her a lot of questions too. I asked where she'd gone and how she'd traveled and so on.
Did she ask about your life in Australia?
Yes, she asked if I liked Australian food and if I missed my family and whether I felt very cold in winter and if I liked going to the beach and when I would go back to Indonesia.
Oh, she asked a lot of questions, Iwan.
Yes, she did. And after the interview, I asked if she wanted to have dinner with me.
When?
Tonight. Now, I must hurry. I don't want to be late for Geraldine.
Geraldine? Who's Geraldine?
That's Miss Alice's first name, Geraldine. She's very nice. I'm going to meet her at 7 o'clock. We're going to an Indonesian restaurant. Bye.
Nah, ternyata Iwan senang sekali berwawancara dengan wartawan tadi. Dan mereka berdua akan makan malam bersama-sama. Saudara pendengar, sudah saatnya kami minta diri. Tetapi jangan lupa membaca bagian yang berjudul After the Broadcast dari pelajaran tadi. Dan pelajarilah bagian yang berjudul Before the Broadcast dari pelajaran nomor 65. Goodbye, listeners.